Here you go, Danny. These are some of the guineas. So can you see they're kind of pheasant-like without the tails? And they're all sticking together. They all like to stick together. Some of my young chickens. I got some broody chickens in there. This is that's my first ever cockerel, and he's still with me. Mr. Chris. This is Mr. Hagrid. That's the leg bar cockerel I was talking about. I've just got a whole mix in here because what I wanted when I first started was I wanted to rescue a few ex-commercials, do the nice thing, and then have beauties like, she's not looking so good at the moment. This is Myrtle, the silky, and I was into pretty ones. So, and then my pretty ones, they decided to mate with each other, and I ended up with Peking and silky crosses like Crumble there. Then I bought Big Mama and her sister. Unfortunately, her sister died this year, but this is Big Mama. She's a Lace Orpington. Here's one of my Pekings. This is one of my silky cross leg bars. This is Bottom, and she always goes broody, which is why she's called Bottom. My Leghorns, this is my last remaining Leghorn. They seem to get this, she's in the middle of having a molt at the moment, but I don't think she's doing too well. The others, one by one, have all passed away on me, which is a real shame. This is another one of my silkies. Oh, this is Hermione and Moggy. Snowball. Bucket. Biscuit. This is one of my pilkies. I'm going to bore you now, aren't I? It's more of my Pekings. This is Coco. Oh, hi guys. Do you want feeding? Oh, this is my ugly duckling. Oh, in answer to ducklings, actually, no, I don't have any ducks here. This is Bramble and Sweet Pea, my goats. So this, I can slip this out. I really should get a proper gate, but this enables them to stay on that side and the chickens to be able to move from this side to that side. So that's the doggy daycare area there, but when the dogs aren't here, that gate gets opened, and then the chickens and the goats can go out all the way there. This is the main, I don't know if you can see that, but this is my main hen house here, and then this side that I'm in is my maternity ward on this side. Oh God, you can't really see much, can you? I have individual cages there, which when I'm using them for breeding, I have dividers here as well, so it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. But as they get older, I take out the dividers, and then I have one. God, you really can't see, can you? One here, and then one here. And then as they get bigger, I then open that out, and they get the whole of this area. You guys want a bit of goat food to eat? I can sort that out for you. I can do that. So I think because they have the space and they have the right percentage of males to females, I don't get fights. But I have had, when I had 22 cockerels, I did have a lot of fights then. But oh yeah, this one here was one I wasn't planning on having. That came out of the eggs that I hatched, and I thought it was a female, and then it took about, I don't know, 6 months, and then it decided to crow. So it's Poland. For a little thing, he can be a bit bossy. Do you want some more, guys? They're a bit intense at the moment because it's feed time. But once food, and I'm late feeding them. Plus the clocks went back. So they're all a bit moody this morning because I'm a bit late coming out. This girl here, she's my star. She's my top hen. She's my Perky. Hi, Perky. Hello, my dear. She's going through a molt at the moment, so she looks absolutely horrific. But it is a molt. They are coming back again. But she's actually trained because she broke her hip, and she's trained to these. Aren't you, my dear? Would you like just go on, have a few. So she broke her hip, and I was very attached to her because she was one of the first we ever hatched. And so when the vet said, oh, put her to sleep, I was like, no, we're going to do this, we're going to mend her. So we did. You've probably heard these stories before. They look awful. I'm so sorry. They look awful at the moment because of going through their molts. But you can see they're not all going through the molts. It is only a couple of them that are really... It's the leg bar and the leg horns that are going through there. That's as I said, most amount of crosses because they've interbred. So this is that's my external 6-foot fence that goes all the way around there. And it goes all the way around the back as well. And then this is my internal temporary fence that I've just made out of deer fencing and bamboo. And it goes, and no, this isn't electric, this is lights. Just in case you think, oh, is that an electric cable? No, it's not. And so at the moment, when I'm growing stuff, this fence goes to that point there. And they get that section along there. But when I finish growing stuff, I don't do a winter garden. So when I finish doing stuff, I extend the fence to here. And then this is my berry cage here. And this is my polytunnel here, which was it's still growing some bits in there. Not much, but it is still growing some. I wonder if they're a chocolate. Sorry, get distracted. This is my vegetable garden in here. Hello, Draco. How you doing? Every single chicken, apart from the youngsters, has got a name because I'm like that. But I can't tell the guinea fowl apart, so they don't have names. Draco was one of my first cockerels, not one of my first cockerels, one of my second lot of cockerels, chickens. And he had Romeo and Juliet. Romeo was his brother, and Juliet was from the same family group. And we lost them this year, and that's very sad. I've been trying to get rid of him for years, and every time Derek comes to collect some cockerels and I've managed to separate him, we open the maternity ward to go in and get them, and he shoots for freedom and gets out every single time. So he's ended up staying with us. This is one of this year's little accidental hatches. most likely a boy. So this is my vegetable garden, my raised vegetable garden. So I have a raised vegetable garden, goes all the way around the outside there, and then has other beds inside, and it's got this fence going all the way round, apart from along here. This is normally just temporary fencing that then I've taken down and I've extended down there so they can come along here and they can enjoy this area here. And all of my lovely arches are looking very collapsed at the moment because the guinea fowl like to sit on them. So this was a lovely arch here. Look at this arch here. So that was a lovely arch there, and the guinea fowl have been sitting on that. So the place is looking a right mess at the moment, but they are enjoying it. Hi, Big Mama, what you got there? One of the apples from the apple tree. So she's having a good old munch on that. So, yeah. So my idea would be to put them in the maternity ward for, wow, isn't it mild? Look at that. I've got seedlings growing. It is so mild. It's so weird. Wow, I don't even know what they are. Some weed, probably. I'm very tempted because I didn't harvest half of my vegetables this year. I am very tempted, and so many went to seed. I am so tempted to just let the garden grow itself next year and see what happens. Big Mama raised a handful of these, not all of them. She raised, I think it was 6 last year. And there is one that still, when she sits down, decides it wants to come in and go underneath her. Even at this size, it's quite hilarious. But because her 6 want to be with her, quite often they'll go, oh, look, it's Mama, let's go be with Mama. All of the others go, oh, look, Flock's moving, let's move with them. So she ends up with sort of 20 near her. I think that must be her favourite, or the one that favours her. Because, is it a he? Right, this one is definitely a he. I think these 3 are boys. You can tell because of their wobbly bits that hang from their neck. See if I can find you an adult. So this is most of these are juveniles. This is an adult, but I think he's a half and half, because he's got one of his things is floppy and the other one isn't. That noise you can hear, bop 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 bop, that's the female noise. Anyway, I'm boring you stiff, aren't I? The guineas absolutely love the apples. And I know I should be harvesting these apples for me, really, and cooking stuff with them, but I am so exhausted, Danny. It's been a hell of a year, and I haven't got any strength left in me. So I am just gonna be a normal person for a while and pay for my vegetables, but I will go to the greengrocer. I'm not going to horrible supermarkets and stuff. Anyway, there you go. That's the one and only baby that survived when I told you the story earlier. There's like a little kind of pond at the bottom of there, just a tiny weeny one. It's only about that big by that big, but in the hope that I would get some little frogs that would come and eat all of my slugs, but there's no frog spawn that gets anywhere near me because I'm so far away from any other source. Anyway, there we go.